to my podcast. This is All Things Extraordinary with Kish Johnson. I invite you, the brilliant dreamer and gifted soul, to take this amazing journey with me to happiness and laughter, to a better way of thinking and feeling. How are you feeling about yourself these days? I want you to know how I want you to feel. 1, blessed, very blessed. 2, hopeful that things are getting better. This show means that things are about to get better. And 3, courageous. 4, content. So who am I? What do I have as a value for you? I would say simply my heart, my love, and my care. So to help me introduce myself, I have invited a few of my friends from the Extraordinary Women's Group that I founded back in 2019. I've watched these ladies morph into becoming butterflies. They are amazing. They are extraordinary. And so today, it is my delight to bring you my friends and just their brief introduction of themselves, who they are, and what this show is really all about. Let's hear it from Dr. Janelle Gibbs.
Hi, my name is Dr. Janelle Gibbs, and I have just completed 16 years in the field of education. I have had the pleasure of knowing Lady Kish for over 20 years. We went to the same high school together, and in that capacity, she has served as a mentor and a friend. I am so elated that she has now branched off to owning her own podcast. Listeners, please anticipate to hear thought-provoking conversations, an in-depth analysis, step-by-step guidelines, and of course, anointed principles. Listen in, don't miss it.
Thank you, Janelle. That was beautiful. I know for a fact that every school you have worked with, every child who has met you, their lives were never the same again. You're impactful, you're extraordinary. And now we're going to be hearing from Danielle Grant.
I'm Danielle K. Grant, educator and author of My Hair Story. I've known Kish for 5+ years. Kish is insightful, she's determined, she's ambitious, she's innovative, she's a trailblazer in her own right. And what are you going to expect from this show? You're going to be led from the ashes to discover the beauty within and to set you on a path to your destiny. So I encourage you to tune in for a life-changing experience. I myself am looking forward to her journey.
Oh, thank you, Danielle, my fellow talk show host and author. I'm grateful. Thank you. And now we're going to be hearing from Thersan Hibbert.
Hello, my name is Thersan Hibbert, and I have roughly 15 years experience in the financial services industry. And for the past 6 years or so, I've been a leader in that space. I've known Kishana for years. But over the past 5 years, I've gotten to know her more personally. And one thing I can say about Kish is she's very resourceful and does a great job leveraging her ingenuity. She has a couple irons in the fire, from coaching, training, development, to what she does in the creative space around interior design and decorating. And I know that the listeners are in for quite a treat with this new podcast. And Kish, I want to just say to you to continue to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. And with all that you do, acknowledge him, and I know that he will continue to direct your path. Be encouraged.
Yes, Thersan, thank you so much. I will. And now we're going to hear from my girl, Salome.
Oh my God, I don't even know where to start because there's so much to say about Kishana Johnson. But first, let me start off by saying my name is Salome. I am an author, a singer-songwriter, a nurse, a friend, a wife, a mother. And I met Kishana a long, long time ago back in Jamaica, we used to go to affiliated churches, and she was such an amazing young woman. I remember her even going to high school. Never really get an opportunity to, be friends with her or talk to her, but just her persona, her personality, the way she speaks, the way she carries herself, made an impact on me, and I wanted to get to know her. And so when I came to live in the United States of America, all the way to California, we got hooked up on social media. And let me tell you, she is everything. She embodies extraordinaire. She embodies just what you would imagine from a Proverbs 31 woman, from a wife, from a mother, an author, a singer, of course, songwriter, an author. She's such an exceptional woman. She's the type of woman that brings other women together. She's the type of woman that loves beyond the surface. You get to know her and you just love everything about her. She's such a powerful, impactful woman, and she always wants to push and pull purpose out of everyone. And she loves to see, especially young women, just walking and fulfilling her purpose. So, I could go on and on about this amazing extraordinaire, but I know her show must go on. So, I would encourage everyone to get in contact with her, to listen to her, to read about her, and to just be at a place and a posture where she can pour into your life, because trust me, it will make a difference. Thank you all.
All right, ladies. Thank you so much. It's beautiful to hear others speak well of you. And we have to conduct ourselves in life and not for people to say good about us, but just be good. And these kinds of reports that I'm hearing from these ladies really thrilled my heart, got me a little emotional as well. Thank you so much. And there are many more of my colleagues that I could have asked to say something, but we have time. We have more shows up ahead. So I'm looking forward to hearing more. Who doesn't want to hear a good compliment? Come on. Yes, swell my head already. All right. But thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you just coming and saying those beautiful words. I hope I live up to them. I know y'all going to hold me accountable. All right. I promise to deliver. I promise. All right, ladies. So, okay, everyone, listen. Now you're going to form your own opinion of who I am. And I wanted to let you know that when I decided that it is time for me to embark on my own talk show, it was a moment of, no, you're not ready, because I'm overthinking it. I'm thinking you have to be really prepared for this kind of thing. You need all the right resources, you need to have the money, and you need to be mentally ready. But I know when God says it's time to do something, I just need to get myself ready, because He always knows more about us than we even know about ourselves. And so at the times when we're thinking we're not ready for something, He thinks otherwise. But can we just trust and obey? Just trust that feeling and go anyway. So this is my go anyway, and you're here with me. So yay, yay to big things, yay to starting. Oh my goodness, I am really excited. It feels like the moment of getting married. You're anticipating this new venture, new life. It feels like I'm going to the hospital to give birth to my baby kind of feeling. And I am giving birth to my biggest dream. I've wanted to become a talk show host from maybe somewhere around 10, 12 years old, from the very first time I saw Oprah Winfrey on TV. And I've watched all the talk shows that I could find in our living room on our TV screens, right? I've watched them all. I've listened to them. And just something about the cheers and the applause when the host comes out, and that expectation of what the show will be about and the lives that will be shared, the stories and the experiences. I wanted to hear all of that. I had an inquisitive mind as well. And I'm just happy that they were asking the questions that we all wanted to ask. And so this show will be one that features extraordinaires. And the reason for the name, and so that takes me to explaining the reason for the name of this show, All Things Extraordinary. That's me. I'm extra. And we can just really stop right there. But I really want you to know that the extra that I'm speaking of is extraordinary. It means that I've decided to move on from just doing things ordinarily and on a normal basis, and that I've elevated my standard to the standard of excellence, doing things that can impact lives, doing things that can change the world, offering solutions. And in order to do that, you're going to have to dig deep and bring out the better version of yourself. And not take yourself too seriously, also, just be you. And I realized I was a little bit extra, anyways, and I was an overthinker anyway. And thinking differently from everybody else. Well, okay, we can do it that way, but how about this grander way? And they would be all looking at me like, we don't have no money for that, and ain't nobody got no time for that. And I'm like, well, we could just try. So over time, you learn about yourself and you learn how you like things to be. And then I've come across some people in this life who are like me and who have been doing things extraordinarily. And these are the people I'm going for because they feed my need for that excellence, that bar of excellence. They feed that need of mine. And whether you're excellent in comedy or at gaming or talking trash, whatever it is that entertains me, it is excellent, right? And I need to hear about it. We all have an X factor, that thing that just makes us uniquely different from somebody else. You've seen the X factor, right? And we're all trying to see, which of these persons with these extraordinary qualities am I going to pick and give my vote? Your X factor is your extraordinary quality, and you have it. But I made some notes this morning because I wanted to also say this. To those who are struggling to find their X factor, sometimes it just doesn't come overnight. It's something that you have to explore. It's something that you cannot, let me put it this way. I don't believe you can have extraordinary unless a stronger, higher force outside of you is calling you to it. Yeah. Call me too deep or whatever. But I believe that it is the force that awakens and shakens the drive and the desire for extraordinary. You will be considered to be deviating from norm or to be diverting from norm. They will probably say that you are divergent, you're a divergent thinker. I remember my English teacher used to say, Kishana, can you just keep it earthly? You're always trying to go into space with these answers. And I felt embarrassed because it was an English literature class. And we all would read the stories and then we have to describe and explain what this person was doing in the story. But my imaginations usually carry me on a way off tangent. It is so off. And I'm like, why does this keep on happening to me? And I saw it as a problem. I saw it as maybe a learning disability. And so I kept on failing because my answers were, of course, different. And I realized after a while of beating up myself that I cannot really think like other people. And I shouldn't have to, right? Why should I can get in the mind of the writer and I can try and give you a good answer, but I'm going to get in the way of that thinking. And it's just who I am. And I don't think I need to apologize. And I'm sorry if I didn't get an A, but there is a side to it. And there is the other person's side. And then there is a middle ground. And I'm somewhere in the middle, trying to decipher, why did she do that? Okay, why did you think that that's the reason for her to do that? I probably could be a good judge. I don't know. Call it weakness, call it whatever it is. But in order for you to have solutions, we're going to need some other options on the table. So I want to talk to some folks who have put other options on the table. You couldn't tell us that we didn't need cable TV one time. That was it. Right? But now we got Netflix, and then here comes Disney Plus, and then here comes Amazon Prime, and then here comes Hulu, and all of these options because people are thinking outside of the norm, and it's okay to be extraordinary because we are going to create greatness. That's what this show is all about. And if this sounds good to you and you're a crazy thinker like myself and you don't want to apologize about it, then come on out here and let me hear your X Factor. I'm going to share a link with you for Ask Kish. Anything that comes to your mind, any kind of topic, do not gross us or weird. Do not be weird about it. Do not gross us out. But please ask questions. Say, can we discuss this? What do you think about that? That's what that button is for. So you want to click the Ask Kish button and put in your requests. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my first show. I didn't want to make it long. It was just to introduce myself to you, what my show is about. I hope you like it. I hope you decide to let me into your hearts every Thursday when I upload a new podcast, a new episode. My show will be about personal branding. My show will be about matters of the heart. My show will be about our families. My show will be about how our homes are being affected by everything that's going on. My show will talk about extraordinary persons and that has inspired our lives. I hope to interview a couple of you. So look forward to the next segment that we will be airing. I will be talking to a business owner of Bracor Group who is helping business owners like myself and ministries with their branding of graphics and websites and solutions for marketing. I could not have gotten this far without this company. And so I am excited to bring him on my next show. I also have an upcoming show to talk about the stuck place. Yeah, you know that place where so many of you are hanging out for a little bit too long. All right, we're going to talk about stuck place, and I'm going to tell you the number one way in which I got out of my stuck place and how you can do the same. Guys, this is All Things Extraordinary with Kish Johnson. I plan on going nowhere. This is my new home. This is. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Visit us on Instagram and follow. See our posts on Facebook and keep up. Ask your questions. Let's do this together. Guys, this is All Things Extraordinary with Kish Johnson. I plan on going nowhere. This is my new home. This is the podcast. This is the talk show, All Things Extraordinary with Kish. And I'll see you next Thursday.